Tell me a man, you ever heard a man saying, yo, you know what? I want to come home and cook. I want to take care of the kids. I want to cook dinner. I want to do we don't.
That's not true. I actually.
Thank you.
Please. Actually know someone.
Go ahead first.
Right?
Me too.
I'm gonna give you an example. So I have a colleague of mine, and he's a stay-at-home dad. He works from home and he stays at home with the kids. His wife is a doctor. I'm in IT. So we work with computers. So his wife makes way more money than he does. So, he stays at home with the kids and he works part-time, and, he's doing his part for the family. Whether I don't think it's a male or female job. It's just the roles have changed, and you'll see that more nowadays. You'll see more women are outside, and it's because we've been put in positions where we have no choice. We're raised in
Bump that,
or we want to. Yeah. Okay. Not for nothing. We see. Okay, it's just the same way we see. The guys out there, pushing this car and driving this and opening this business and doing that. We want to do it too.
Right. Thank you for proving my point.
We absolutely want to do it too. But listen to what I'm saying. Within our means. For example, my daughter is 20, right? She's opened up her own business, not because she's chasing or trying to compare herself to another person. She's just an entrepreneur. She's getting her money. She sees that, okay, I see mommy does it. I see, mommy's opening businesses, and mommy has a salon here, and mommy has an event space, and mommy still takes care of this. Mommy drives the Porsche and the Audi. I could do it too. I wanted to buy my daughter's first car. I was ready to buy her first car. I swear to you, I was ready to buy her a Honda Civic, and she was like, no, Ma, I'd rather work, grind, and I'm gonna buy me a BMW. Her choice. Her choice. That's her choice. And I don't think
men are intimidated by that.
And men are intimidated
because of the whole conversation we're having.
Right.
Because they feel like, well, you should be a stay-at-home mom, or because you're too powerful, or you know what I mean? Like,
we've been told that our cars are not our cars because
correct.
Really?
Because we drive. Oh no, that's your man's car.
That's your man's car.
You got black on black on black. I'm like, I love black.
It makes me look skinny.
You know what I'm saying?
So okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right. But what I took from the conversation that she was having was the unspoken conversations that are had during the relationship. She said initially she started at the head of the table. She said it wasn't even a conversation. She just kind of moved to the side of the table because he showed improved without having to say anything. Wonderful. A lot of these conversations that we're having in relationships aren't spoken, aren't vocal conversations. A lot of these conversations are just almost like a dance.
But those are conversations that you have to have.
Right.
You can't have someone in your life, even a friend,
right, and not have an understanding of what position you are playing.
Absolutely right. Yeah,
even a friend.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right.
A job. What position are you playing in my job role?
Exactly.
What position are you playing as a friend? What position are you playing as my, as my plus one, my number one, my ride or die, my guy? You know what I mean? That's the conversation that has to be had. And if women don't do that, that's on them.
It's gonna be you're gonna waste a lot of your time. A lot of
because time. A lot of women do.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of women who are successful find it hard to find someone to compliment them because they find it hard to be submissive to a man that in the world is kind of beneath them.
You gonna touch this one?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I was in a relationship, right? And the guy that I was with, he was doing fine for himself. While dating him, I upgraded him, right? We opened businesses together. Call it what it is. I opened up business like
that's what it is.
My credit was better, so we put businesses under my name. Purchased vehicles, like we were doing things together. I upgraded him. And you put that, and I didn't have a problem with that, right? It's not like I had a problem because we were a team, you know. And again, you have to know who your partner is. You have to know who it is that you're investing in. You don't want to spend. You can do but so much. You can only lead the horse to the water. He's not going to drink it if he doesn't want it.
Gotcha.
You know, so you have to know who your partner is. And again, that comes with conversation. You got to know where you guys want to do. You got to know where are we both on the same page here.
Right.
And once that's established, then I don't care to, and it doesn't bother me to invest in us, because you're going to invest in us in different ways. Maybe you came up with this great idea to open up a mobile barbershop. Okay, babe, great idea. Let's get if you have the idea and you know that you can make it happen, and we're going to be
all for it.
Going to be
all for it.
Let's do it.
Right.
I'm supporting
Let's
you.
do it. I'm supporting you. Even though
you still have to do it while you're helping him and you're upgrading him. You still have to like almost make him feel like a man while you're doing it.
You can't take. I don't think that's taken away from him.
I don't think that's making him feel like a man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's taken away.
I'm thinking that's growing. I don't look at it like making. See, I noticed this.
What?
See, I think we
just talking.
No,
it's conversation.
I don't think it's taken away from a man for helping. It's
no, of course not.
It's you know,
not.
We're growing together. If we're a unit, and this is what our end all be all is, and that's the goal. We're doing it for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Ultimately, we're doing it for us. So for
whose final visions wins?
What do you mean?
You have a vision. He has a vision. They're both kind of aligned, but it's a little blurry at the finish line.
So
where do you find?
I'm gonna tell how this story ends.
Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
So we start from I start and I meet this guy. We're building together. We doing all of these things, but the finish line wasn't the same.
Before you go, how long were you?
10 years.
Oh, 10 years. Okay.
10 years. And at the finish line, I saw a marriage, but he didn't. So I spent all that time doing all of this, and I'm, investing in us, and we're doing our thing, and marriage was never a thing for him, but it was for me. So unfortunately, I had to back out of it because our vision wasn't the same.
Wow.
And that's how that worked.
Wow.
And you didn't see any of this prior to?
No. I mean, here and there were certain little red flags. There were some red flags, but then I figured, okay, well, we're still doing so many things. Yeah, you give there's that room for, all right, well, we've been doing this for so long, so I'm sure it's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. And then it's like, all right, well, I need to fall back and play my role.
What was the final straw, if you mind me asking?
We still have our businesses. We still own our,
business.
Our business, and we still own.
No, but how did you realize that marriage wasn't in the plan for him? It was just a hard no. Like,
no. So through different conversations, and then finally, for Christmas, he gave me a promise ring. After 10 years, and so that's for me was I'm good. Yeah.
Stay away from the promise rings.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a conversation on why?
On why he didn't want to get married?
Yeah.
Numerous conversations, and it never. I just want to do it when I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. Well, 10 years later.
So he wasn't against it. It wasn't like, I don't want the state in my business. I don't want the government in my business.
No,
it wasn't one of those. Because he just wasn't ready.
Yeah, he just wasn't ready.
Okay,
but I think you're gonna know what you want to do after 10 years.
Respect that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.